Hello guys, welcome to this session. So far we learned about introduction on Python and its key features, setting up Python development environment, keywords in Python, and we wrote our first Python program using IDLE and PyCharm IDE. From now on, you will be learning the actual programming concepts in Python. In this session, you will be learning about what is an operator, what are the different types of operators supported by Python, and the uses of these operators in Python programming. So let's get started. What is an operator? An operator is nothing but a special character which will perform some operation on operands. Here, operation could be anything like mathematical calculations, comparisons, logical evaluations, etc. And operands are nothing but the values or variables on which the operations to be performed. Python support various types of operators which are represented by special characters. They are assignment operator, which is represented using a special character equal to. And the next set of operators are arithmetic operators. We can perform all kind of arithmetic operations between variables or values using a special character for each type of operation, such as plus is used for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, forward slash is for division, double forward slash is for integer division, percentage for modulo operation, and double star is for power of operation between operands. Then the next set of operations are relational operators, also called comparison operators, which are used to compare the objects or operands based on certain condition. The special characters used for relational operators are less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to, and double equal to. Then the next set of operators supported by Python are logical operators. They are and or not. These operators used to evaluate one or more conditions along with relational operators in an expression and return Boolean value as a result, such as true or false. And the next set of operators supported by Python are bitwise operators. Bitwise operations can be performed on binary values of a number. And the special characters used for bitwise operators are ampersand for binary AND, pipe for binary OR, cap for binary XOR, tilde for binary ones complement, double less than for binary left shift, and double greater than is for binary right shift on binary values. And the next set of operators supported by Python are identity operators. These operators are used to validate or compare the identity of an object. The operators are is and is not. From version 3.8.3 onwards, is and is not operators is replaced with double equal to and not equal to relational operators, which means you can use double equal to and not equal to operators as both relational operators and also identity operators. These operators return true or false as a output. You can still use is and is not operators to compare the object, but will get a syntax warning if you are using either strings or numbers. Okay, and the final set of operators supported by Python are membership operators. These operators use it to verify whether the object or value present in the sequence of another object or not. The operators are in and not in. These operators return true or false as an output. These are the different types of operators supported by Python for different types of operations. Let's open PyCharm IDE and understand more on each type of operator with some examples. Okay, let's get started with some examples on operators. So the first operator is assignment operator. The special character used for assignment operator is equal to. So what actually assignment operator will do is, the assignment operator is mainly used to assign values to a variable. The value on right side of an operator will be assigned to the left side variable name. Let's say for example, if I want to store a name in a variable, I can assign the name to a variable within double or single quotes. You can assign any string to a variable using double or single quotes. Let's say for example, first name equal to within double quotes Kishore. Now the value Kishore is being saved in the variable called first name. Okay. If I want to assign a number to a variable, I can assign directly without using single or double quote. Let's say marks is equal to 100, and I can assign a floating point number to a variable directly, like pi value equal to 3.14. Okay, and to print these values, simply you can use print function to print the values, like print first name, so that you will be getting the value inside a variable called Kishore. And you can use print for other variables as well. Simply you can use print statement to print the value inside a variable. If suppose if you don't want to use print statement, you can directly use a variable name to print the value at the prompt, like first name. If you hit enter, you will get the value inside a variable name first name. Okay, and similarly for other variables as well, you can simply use the variable name, you can get the value out of those variables. Or if you want to display the values of all three variables in a single line, you can do by simply enter all variable names separated by comma. Let's say here first name comma marks comma pi value. If I hit enter now, all the values will be displayed one after the other separated by comma. This is how you can assign values to a variable using assignment operator. And the next set of operators are arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are mainly used to perform mathematical calculations on numbers. The operator symbol used for each type of arithmetic operations are plus for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, and forward slash for division, and forward double slash for integer division, percentage for modulo operation, and double star is for power of operation. So let's understand these operators by using some examples. Let's say we have two variables, a equal to 10 and b equal to 4. Okay, if you perform a plus b here, both a and b will get add and you will be getting the sum of a and b, that is nothing but 14. If you give a minus b, the value of b will be subtracted from a and the result would be 6. If suppose if you give a star b, a will be multiplied by b and result would be 40. And if you give a slash b, will be get the result as 2.5. If suppose if you are expecting only the integer value as an output, then you can use a double slash b. If you hit enter, you will be getting the quotient value, that is nothing but a integer value, by discarding the fractional part of that particular division operation. We call this as integer division operator. And the next operator is a percentage b, will actually division of a by b and you can get the remainder alone. Okay, and if you want to perform power of operation a double star b, if you hit enter now, it will give you the result as a to the power of b is equal to 10,000, means 10 to the power of 4. 10 into 10 100, 100 10 1000, 1000 tens 10,000. That will be the result of a to the power of b in this particular statement. Also, you can directly perform arithmetic operations between values using multiple operators in an expression. Let's say for example we have 10 double star 2 plus 25 double forward slash 5 plus 6 again star 6 minus some 16. Okay, so we have this expression. In this particular expression we have all operators, like power of operator is there, addition, integer division operation, and we have a multiplication and also a subtraction operation. So if you calculate this expression manually in the order of operators and values in an expression, like, so 10 to the power of 2 is equal to 100 plus 25 125 divided by 5 will result in 25 plus 6 is equal to 31, right? 31 star 6 will give you 186, and then finally subtract 16 will give you the result as 170. So let's hit enter and see what will be the result. Here we got the result as 125. Why is this? We have not done anything wrong in evaluation, but the result is 125 instead of 170. In computer programming, there is an order of performing operations. We call it as BODMAS rule. Brackets of division, multiplication, addition followed by subtraction in the order of operator precedence from left to right. Now let's understand how the expression returned 125 as a result. As per BODMAS rule, the expression will get evaluated based on the operator with immediate operands or values in the order of operator precedence from left to right. In this expression, there are no brackets, so first power of operation will be performed between 10 and 2. Then integer division operation between 25 and 5. Then multiplication between 6 and 6. And the resulting expression looks like this: 100 plus 5 plus 36 minus 16. Again from left to right in the order of operations are addition followed by subtraction. Now all the figures like 100 plus 5 plus 36 will summed up first, and from the total 16 will be subtracted, means like 141 minus 16. Okay, if you hit the enter now, the result as 125. That is nothing but the final result of our previous expression. Okay, this is the reason we got 125 as a result instead of our manual calculation result is 170, right? Instead of getting 170, we got 125 just because of the rule got applied in evaluating each and every operator based on the operator precedence from left to right. If suppose your intention is to get the result as 170, okay, you can do so by adding brackets in appropriate places to get the desired result. Like let's say if you copy the same expression here and I paste this, what we did, we actually calculated from complete left to right. So I'm going to add a bracket here, and then I'm going to add, this will be the first operation, and immediately I have this operation, and again I have this. So we have around 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 closed brackets. We need to have equivalent open brackets. Let's say I have 6 now, right? I have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and for each operation I actually separated as per the BODMAS rule brackets of. So every time brackets will be considered as a first operation, and inside whatever the operation, it will follow again the operator precedence and then evaluate accordingly. So if you hit enter now, you'll get the result as 170. So that is what we get when we are calculating it very first time. So that's it guys, this is all about assignment and arithmetic operators in Python. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe and click on the bell notification icon to get notifications as and when I upload new video related to Python programming and to make yourself updated. Also, please do like, share and comment if you have any queries or feedback. I will respond back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next session.